And so, it's finally time. Time to realize I ran out of alphabet letters. No! Actually, I'm kinda okay with how things worked out. We finished the majority of the game in those 26 videos, and it's kinda fitting in a way that the two endings get to be their own things. So yes, it's finally time to get the last bit of treasure here in Gnasty Gnexus. Well, that too. Yes, with that, we're finally at 200 gems here. Though we are still missing a dragon. That'll show up later. For now, it's time to battle Gnasty Gnorc, so let's go. As a final boss stage, this one's kinda weird. But then, it's kinda par for the course for the boss stages in this game. So we need to find 500 gems here. No dragons. Here, the camera will actively try to get you hurt. The thing is, Gnasty Gnorc cannot actually attack you unless he is physically on screen. So the camera keeps trying to twist around to put him on screen. Rather devious, that. Well played, camera. Just to show what he does, he fires off these bolts of green magic. They're simple enough to dodge, but kind of annoying while you're trying to get the treasure in here. So yeah, the stage is more tedious than actually difficult. We spend a good bit of it chasing after thieves. Get back here! Yeah, I'm gonna have to get you on another pass through. The thieves here carry keys rather than treasure or eggs. And the keys themselves, they don't really lead to more treasure. They just open the path forward. I do, however, want to be absolutely sure that I get all the treasure on the paths. The way this stage works out, once you defeat Gnasty Gnorc, you're not allowed to go back for any treasure you missed. The stage just ends, so if you want to get the rest of the treasure, you'll have to actually repeat the stage. So, I'd just as soon get it all in one go, thank you very much. Okay, chasing that thief went fairly smoothly. Just have to make sure I actually get everything. Yeah, pretty much for catching the thieves, your best bet is to catch them in the corners. While charging, if you jump, you can actually cut corners fairly well. And now that we have that key, we can open up the path to go after Gnasty himself. And, well, it's another chase of a sort. He's definitely faster than you, and you're not really going to catch up to him. Better to just go ahead and get all the treasure on the first pass. That and to kind of learn the route. Basically, once he gets to the end, he'll just sit there. If you take a little bit too long, he'll just lead you on another loop of this place, so it's not like you really miss out on anything. Okay, the magic number we're looking for is 375. If you have that, you have all the gems in this stage, except for the ones dropped by Gnasty himself. So with that, we're just free to give chase. What you want to do is catch up to him at that pedestal at the end of the path. Right there. Charge up and torch him. Make sure and get the gem that he drops, then give chase once again. This part is actually time sensitive. These platforms, they withdraw into the walls. So you only have so much time to go after him. So long as you keep moving, though, it's not too bad. Just be ready to dodge one attack from him, and torch him again.
You're toast, Norc.
And, yep, that's it. That was the final boss.
Sorry I took so long. I kind of forgot about you.
What about Gnasty Gnorc?
Gnasty Gnorc is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to pick up.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
So yes, as Spyro said there, we're not quite done just yet. After all, we're not quite at 100%. We are still missing a dragon after all. So, yeah, like I said, that wasn't exactly the best final boss encounter, but kinda par for the course for this game. Boss battles in later Spyro games definitely got better. They felt less like, here's a stage that contains a boss that feels more like just a glorified mook, and more like, here is an arena, fight this boss, and it has some things that can really catch you. In a way, this almost kind of feels like there should have been multiple encounters with Gnasty Gnorc over the course of the game, and that stage might have been one of the easier ones. Still fun in its own way, just not very challenging overall. After all, most of it is just chasing down a couple of thieves and then Gnasty himself. Really, the most dangerous thing is just keeping out of the toxic goop that's outside or the lava that's inside. The withdrawing platforms toward the end, like I said, as long as you keep moving, you should be fine there. So yes, we just watch the credits here. Even if you've seen the credits, you're not allowed to skip them, but hey, we haven't seen them for the purposes of this LP. So, credit where credit is due. Definitely an enjoyable game. I'll go more into my thoughts there after the second ending, because, yes, there is a second ending. No sheep were harmed during the creation of this game. A few Norcs, but no sheep. And we're given control once again. We've replaced the dragon you already rescued with another dragon you've already rescued. Let's watch. We've rescued Magnus. Again.
Gnasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Gnasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will not open until you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
100%, you say? Funny you should mention that. You were the last thing we were missing. So now that we have 100%, the final portal is open. So, after a quick refreshing pause, we'll take on Gnasty's loot. Back in a moment.